The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, how is everybody doing today? Making sure I got good audio and video both coming through. Fantastic. Some of you confused. Yeah, he's doing better. My cousin. Awesome. So looks like we're ready to go. Are y'all ready? I'm gonna put one thing over here. And then all right. So with that, I can copy and paste and put all this fun stuff in here. Move one thing over, and then I'll start the recording. Sorry, I'm downloading a fresh version of OP because I was just doing an upgrade, which I'm about to tell y'all about. So if you give me 1 second. Oh, by the way, did y'all get the message on the upgrade for NinjaTrader? I'm gonna go over it here in a second. Sweet. Or I'll just upgrade them afterwards. I'll have to have you send it to me again. Okay. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So welcome to the webinar. And this is, of course, another webinar on Be the Sniper or Be the Target from apexinvesting.com. It's your choice. Make it today. So whether you're the sniper or the target, if you don't know which one you are, you can probably guess, right? So if you haven't signed up for Sniper Bootcamp, make sure you do. You can get access for free for 30 days with no credit card, access the training room, access the trading tools, and access our training as well. So get 100% access with no card required. Once you sign up, you'll log in, you'll go to the homepage of apexinvesting.net, you'll scroll down, watch the intro video, click on the Access Bootcamp, then you'll be on the Sniper page and just follow the steps in order. And if you follow the steps in order, you'll end up in the elite room. It amazes me how people are like, how do I get in the room? It's like, well, follow the steps because they'll take you to the room. All right, so just follow each one of those steps. Now, before we get started, I always got to throw disclosures. You know, there's risk involved in trading, know what you do before you're doing it, all that fun stuff, okay? So what are we covering today? Oops, that's not what we're covering. There we go. Let's see, and let's get rid of that. There we go. All right, what are we covering today? Let's start over. The new 90-day challenge sheet has been upgraded, okay? So if you go on over to the Sniper page, which I was just on, over here, let's see if I can get it to come on top of this screen. There we go. And dragging it, you should be able to see it now. Got it. Okay. And you click on the What's Next section. It's in two places. It's under Step 8 and at the very bottom. Then you'll see that there is a new spreadsheet, okay? And if you download that spreadsheet, then here is what you're going to find out. So let me go ahead and just open it for you and show you what it does. Is one, you can enter in the month that you started trading, your start date, whatever that date is, it doesn't matter. And then 5% goal, say $3,000. There you go, you're set up, okay? And then notice it says first day, 20 days, second 20 days of trading. And it now fills in all the dates for you. So kudos to Gabe for helping us automate a lot of this process so you don't have to manually type it in anymore. But it'll fill in the dates for you. And if you want to go to a certain date, you just click on it and it takes you right to that date. So automatically takes you over there. We fixed the 6-3, so it shows when you've hit your goal to stop. So just like before, you will choose your drop down, you'll choose your number of wins, you'll choose your, you'll type in your amount, and it'll put it in. And so if I go, like to the next day, let's say the 2nd, and I scroll down and I'm like, hey, today I had 3 trades on NQ, and all 3 of them won, which we have often. And so I'm going to go ahead and say, it's a win, a win, a win. And then I'm like, okay, I made $50 on that one. I made $50 on that one. I made $50 on that one. Then what it will do is, boom, pops up goal hit for you. And it doesn't take into account to your fees. You don't have to look. You don't have to worry about the fee stuff. If you want to add the fees in, you manually can, as I showed on the other video. Also, you can go over into charts, and you can see it now. Charts are free without having that 0 drop down. So it shows you where your starting balance is, and then where you were on day 1 and where you were on day 2. So we improved the charts as well. And a lot of little features in the back end to make it even better. But and like I said, it'll now calculate your 6-3. So let's just say you had a really horrible day. I'm just going to go in without choosing the instrument every time. If you put that in that you were just getting hammered all day long, which means you weren't following the rules. Then it'd be like, stop trading. Okay, so it'll actually tell you now when you've hit your 6-3 win or loss to stop trading. So I can type in right there. Oh, actually, you don't have to enter the win or loss anymore. Now, if you put in a positive number, it'll fill in the win. If you put in the negative number, it'll fill in a loss. So you only have to look at the blue fields. Okay? So just a couple little updates, but they make it a whole lot easier to use. And a reminder, take advantage of this 90-day challenge, because what we're doing is at the end of March, after the live event, anybody who is participating in the 90-day challenge, who is posting charts in the room regularly, like each week at least, who is posting, they can even post a screenshot of their 90-day challenge, putting charts in, doing everything that we taught you to do on the 90-day challenge. Reminder, anybody who does it. And then at the end, we'll send out an email to say, hey, submit your 90-day challenge spreadsheets. We're going to give away either a lifetime elite platinum membership, which is all of our courses past, all of our mastery courses in 2020, and 8 hours of one-on-one trading with me, and full access to the room and the tools and the training for life that comes with the elite membership. And so that's all the tools. So, and then, or you're going to have a choice if you want to, all expenses paid to fly here, just outside of Fort Worth. I'll pay for your plane ticket. I'll pay for your hotel. I'll pay for your food and your travel. And you can spend 2 days with me learning how to trade and just seeing how I trade, and we can trade side by side. I can even set up a computer for you, and you can literally be trading at the exact same time I am. So you get to choose which one it is if you're the person who wins. So make sure to take advantage of that 90-day challenge. And go catch up your spreadsheet if you haven't been using it. Okay, it's a powerful tool, and watch the webinar on it. We have 2 videos on it showing how to use it. Watch both of them, and they go through the benefits of it, and they also go through the all the how-tos. If you don't get a chart, okay, you might have like your macros disabled or something like that. Go under File, okay, and then go all the way down here to Options. And then you'll see there's a Trust Center that you can click on, and then you can click on Trust Center Settings, and then click on Macro Settings and enable the macros. Okay, so again, that was File, Options, Trust Center Settings, and then Macro Settings to enable. And you'll need that enabled if you want to see the chart of everything. Okay? So all the videos on the spreadsheet, as a reminder, are right where you download it. They're right above it. So I'm closing that down, but let's see, do I still have the web page? Yep, I do. So there's 2 videos right there. Okay, so watch these 2 videos that are right above the 90-day challenge spreadsheet, which again are on the sniper page, on the bootcamp sniper page, under what's next. You can, if you want to find the easiest way, just literally go all the way to the bottom of the page, and you'll see what's next, step 4, 2 videos, and the spreadsheets right there. Okay. But yes, I definitely record every webinar, and I put every webinar under the webinars section so you can see that they're all listed out in detail. Okay. So that's the 90-day challenge. Make sure you take advantage of it. We have a NinjaTrader Toolkit upgrade. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is go to the toolkit. If you haven't done this before, and it's pretty much the same way you installed it. And you'll open it up and say yes. And then once you've opened it, you'll want to do two things. One is clear all NinjaTrader data cache. The second thing is you'll hit install, and it'll have the latest file at the top, and then click OK. It'll go through the install process. It'll upgrade it. And then make sure you close Ninja before you do any of this, or it won't let you. It'll tell you that message. And then after you're done, reopen Ninja, connect to your data. Boom, you're good to go. Okay? So what is in the upgrade? All right, let's talk about that part. And let me pull over a chart. Let me see here. Go in and just, I'll throw it on Sim since we're going to be messing around. Is we added a setting for your trapped orders to make them a lot more visible. Okay? And I'll go over that setting, but you can already tell they're more visible. Can y'all tell that just looking at it on the screen from there? I know it's a little bit smaller with the webinar, but are y'all able to tell that you can see those trapped orders a lot easier? Do you think that might help you identify those trades where it's like before you had to squint your eyes to find them? So see, so much easier to see. So again, kudos to Gabe for getting that done for us and getting that upgraded. How to make it a lot easier. So we're getting some pretty positive comments, Gabe, just to let you know. So huge help. Thank you. Love that. Yes, that's awesome. And it shouldn't be behind anything else. It should still show, because it's big enough, there's nothing that should plot in the exact same area. So you should be able to see it no matter what. And it has an outline around it as well. Okay? And you can actually make them bigger. So yeah, that'll help out, like especially on levels and things like that. But that was one of the things that I know customers were giving a little feedback on. And I'll go through the trapped order in detail as we get to that. Okay? ATM setup, and my nice typo there. So on the ATM setups, I had a request today to show you how to set up an ATM that had, like, once it moves 8 ticks to trail it 2. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set up an ATM to do this. We're going to go and we're going to right click over here in the chart trader section. Okay, so if you don't see that, you'll see a little arrow right here. You click that as long as you have a leased version or you're on trial, and click on chart trader properties. Oh, nope, don't do that. Click on the 3 buttons next to ATM strategy in that little square. All right. And then let's say you want to type in, well, I want to do 9 ticks, because really it's 9 ticks from where it enters or whatever. So let's say you put in 21 and 9 or 20 and 9 or whatever it is you like to put in. You type that in, okay? And then go down here and hit custom. And type in 8 when it moves 8 ticks. I want to move it to -2 from my break even. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody so far? So type in, when it moves 8 ticks in profit, move it to -2. Now from here, you're going to right click and you're going to say manage stop strategy templates, and you need to name this. Okay? So you could name it, 82 if you wanted to, I guess. All right? And then hit save. I want 3 characters. Okay. So 8 to less break even. Whatever, I'll go way over. All right, so 8 to less break even, or whatever you want to name it. Hit save. Hit OK. And then from here, drop down and choose 8 to less break even. And then just click OK again. And now let's save this template. So I got in here, 21, 09, 8, -2. So, and I hit save, and I click OK. And then now I can choose that template. And what it will do is, if it moves 9 ticks, it'll take my profit. If it goes 21 ticks against me, it'll get me out. If it goes to 8 ticks in profit, it'll automatically move it down to a -2. So it can't go down and like not quite hit my take profit and go all the way against me. Okay? So a -2 would be either dollar loss or a $10 loss, depending upon if you're using MNQ or NQ or whatever market you're using. It's ticks. So -2 is your ticks. Okay. All right. So do I have any questions so far on that? Y'all got it? Go over here, click on Chart Trader Properties, fill in your information, right click, actually choose Custom, type it in, right click and save it, choose it, click OK, right click, save it, click OK, and then choose your drop down. All right, and then I recorded all this so you can go back and play it again if you want to. All right, so let's see. I'll let Lori answer a couple of those questions that are coming in. But we made that happen for the trapped orders. Okay, but yeah, we'll go into that once I get to trapped orders. So we're also going to the order prints, what they mean and how they relate. So some of y'all sort of, you've been trading and you've been able to trade without knowing what all the thing means. Okay. But I usually trade 2 contracts at a minimum. So that's why it's 2. But make your quantity whatever you want your quantity to be. Okay. So would y'all like to know actually what they mean so you could use them to help you understand the markets versus just having a image on the chart? I mean, I think that's why a lot of y'all are here, right? So now, do you think you need to understand the algorithm and the formula and everything else to understand the markets, or just to understand what it actually means? Yeah, what it means. Like, what does this mean? So you don't need to know exactly how to build the car and every single setting in the car to use the car. You need to know, what does this mean? How does it relate to me? And that just helps you better understand what's going on versus just sort of, you can follow the setups without understanding it at all. A lot of y'all have been following it. But yeah, exactly. In plain English, like, so why do I care, right? Some people are like, I barely passed business calculus. I don't want the algos. So that's good. We don't pass them out there because obviously that's unique and proprietary, but we do everything we can to make it as easy as possible. Reminder, webinars. A lot of times I get questions on, hey, what's the webinar link? So I post all the upcoming webinars under section 2. So right here, you just want to go on and, like you can go ahead and register. So like right now we're doing number 18, we'll do 19, and then I'll have more coming up at the end of the week. I'll put more webinars up. But for next week, we're actually talking about the transition from demo to live. Is that going to be something that's going to help a lot of y'all? Like how to deal with the psychology part, the funding part, the technology part. Awesome. And then we're also going to do some chart trade reviews. Did anybody see the video that I posted up on YouTube and Facebook and all that? Where I went over today's entire day. We had like 20 plus trades. And I walked through each one of them. And like, hey, here's the right thing to do here. Here's little things to be aware of. Nothing major, but walk through it step by step. So plenty of trades there. Now, you don't need all 20, but my hope, we were done with our 3, but I wanted to keep going. So, say somebody joined in at 11 or they joined in at 1, could they have kept trading? Yeah. So I wanted to show this the whole day because obviously when you're up your +3, hence the 6-3 plan for the 90-day challenge, then you get there. And what market did I go over? Of course, I went over NASDAQ. What other market? So that's the main market that we trade. So we do have traders trading gold and the New Zealand dollar and pound and oil and FDAX and FTSE and Nikkei and Dow and S&P and the Aussie and the Russell. But the main market that we trade is NASDAQ. It gives us plenty of signals. You don't really need more unless the market's really flat. Like at night, you might need more. And I actually put some of those markets inside the mentor group for the Asian session of other markets that they can trade. Okay? So, but we're going to go over this webinar is going to be next week. So make sure you go over to the section 2 and click on that, and you'll see that webinar so you can watch it. Okay? And then, of course, a reminder, we got, we're going to do some more webinars, of course, going up to the live event, and we'll do even some more advanced webinars after the live event to build on top of what we taught there. Of course, the big advantage of being at the live event is you get 3 days with Lori and I. And if you want to go to the live event, we do have, we don't have spaces open right now, but if we get enough people, so if you go to apexinvesting.com/Apex Live, if we get enough people on the waiting list, then we can actually expand it out. And we've already worked out a thing where we can get a hotel to shuttle people back and forth from another hotel because we've actually maxed out the entire hotel. So we got it all booked up. It had 150, and they had a couple weddings between us and like a couple weddings. They maxed out their hotel. So, but you can register to be on the waiting list, and those are the people who get called first. I'm sure some of y'all are the people that I called as soon as we had a couple people that we found out weren't staying there. Okay?